Hello students, good morning to all. Today we will start with second chapter in Indian economy. The second chapter that talks about the Indian economy from 1950 to 1990. In 1950, we had the formation of Planning Commission that took place. Then 5-year plans that started. Then from 1990, we started new economic policy. That is LPG policy. We had liberalization, privatization and globalization. This duration has been very important. After 200 years of British rule, on 15 August 1947, India got independence. The leaders of independent India had to decide the type of economic system most suitable for our nation. There are different types of economic system. Let us first study about the different types of economic system. Let us first study about different economic system. We have already studied in microeconomics. Every society has to answer 3 questions. What are they? What to produce, how to produce and for whom to produce. Isn't it? So, answers for this question is depend upon the type of economic system. So, there are 3 types of economic system. They are capitalist economy, socialist economy and mixed economy. In capitalist country, only those goods will be produced that are in demand. And if labor is cheaper than capital, more labor-intensive method of production will be used. And if capital is cheaper than labor, more capital-intensive method of production will be used. In a capitalist economy, the goods produced are distributed among people not on the basis of what people need, but on the basis of what people can afford and are willing to purchase. That means, in capitalist economy, answers for above mentioned question are decided by the market forces of demand and supply. For example, for capitalist country is USA, United States of America. But a socialist society answers the 3 questions in a totally different manner. In a socialist economy, the government decides what goods are to be produced in accordance with the needs of society. The government decides how goods are to be produced and how they should be distributed. A socialist nation has no private property since everything is owned by the government or state. The example for socialist economy is Soviet Union, that is Russia. Then also there is another type of economic system, that is mixed economy. Here the government and the market together answer the 3 questions of what to produce, how to produce and for whom to produce. The market will provide whatever goods and services it can produce well, and the government will provide essential goods and services which the market fails to do. Then among this, Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India and other leaders were in favor of mixed economy. That is, India would be a socialist society with a strong public sector but also with private property and democracy. The Industrial Policy Resolution of 1948 and the Directive Principle of Indian Constitution reflected this outlook. The main event that took place during 1950 was the establishment of Planning Commission with the Prime Minister as its chairman. So what was the idea behind planning? Because of British rule, the situation in India was much of poverty along with some caste discrimination that started in the country. The idea of planning was to raise the minimum standard of living of people. Before talking about 5-year plans, you have to know about what is a plan. A plan spells out how the resources of a nation should be put to use. It should have some general goal as well as specific objectives which are to be achieved within the specific period of time. In India, there are 2 types of plan. First one, 5-year plans or short-term plans that you are very much familiar with. Then the other was 20-year plan. Our plan documents not only specify the objective to be attained in the 5 years of plan, but what is to be achieved over a period of 20 years. This long-term plan is called perspective plans. The 5-year plans are supposed to be provide the basis for the perspective plan. Then let us learn about the goals of 5-year plans. Under 5-year plans, there were 4 issues that were discussed. They were the growth, modernization, self-reliance and equity. Let us understand one by one. First one, growth. When we talk about growth, it refers to increase in the capacity of a country to produce the goods and services. The good indicator of economic growth is steady increase in the GDP. What is GDP? Gross Domestic Product, that is the market value of all final goods and services produced in a country during a year. The GDP of a country is derived from the different sectors of the economy. What are the different sectors of the economy? Agriculture sector, industrial sector and service sector. The contribution made by each of these sectors make up the structural composition of the economy. Then the next one is modernization. To increase the production of goods and services, the producers have to adopt new technology. For example, farmer can increase his production by using varieties of seeds. A factory can increase output by using new type of machines, etc. Under modernization, we also take about breaking the traditional outlook of society. For example, women in olden days were not allowed to work. Now with the modernization, we can see more women at work. The next one, self-reliance. Professor Mahalanobis, the architect of Indian planning, advocated that India should build up heavy industries. Once we have the heavy industries, we would have a fundamental base for other industries. So for this, he gave an idea of self-reliance. So by self-reliance, we were trying to focus economic growth and modernization by using our own resources and reduce our dependence on foreign countries. Then the next one is equity. It is important to ensure that the benefit of economic prosperity reach the poor section as well as instead of being enjoyed only by the rich. So in addition to growth, modernization and self-reliance, equity is also important. That is, inequality in the distribution of wealth should be reduced. These were about the 5-year plans. In this class, we have discussed about different types of economy, that are capitalist, socialist and mixed economy. Then we have studied about goals of 5-year plan. This is an introduction for this chapter. In the coming days, we will discuss about how first 7 5-year plans that covering the period of 1950 to 1919 attempt these 4 goals and extent to which they succeeded in doing so with reference to agriculture sector, industrial sector and trade. We are going to finish today's section. We will meet in the next class. Attend your text paper, take down your notes and read your textbook. Take care, children. Bye.